Welcome back, marketers. In this video, I am going to show you the necessary components of a marketing campaign. If you've got a service-based business or a product that you're trying to sell, I'm going to give you the most proven formula for you to be able to have consistent lead flow. Because when you don't, it can be really frustrating. I'm Amy Walker, a small business strategist, and I help clients to be able to create consistent, predictable sales through their organic marketing and their scalable sales strategies and sales teams.
What? Because you haven't.
So here's the deal. I always tell my clients that a gap in leads today equals a gap in sales in 3 months. And we have to have consistent lead flow. Like, it is just essential. If you want to be able to sleep well at night and not stress about your business, you need to know that you have enough lead volume coming in. And when you don't, it can be really frustrating. The challenge with marketing today is there's so many things you can do. How do you pick if you're going to be on this platform or that platform? If you should be over here, or you should be over there. And it can be so time consuming, so overwhelming, and you can find yourself spread too thin, so nothing's actually working. That's one side of the problem. The flip side, on the exact opposite, is that you've got small business owners who are trying to create all of their leads through one lead source. So they're trying to get everything through Facebook ads, or they're trying to get everything through through TikTok, or trying to get everything through live speaking. And that leaves you vulnerable, because if something happens to your one lead source, then your entire business is put at risk. So what we want to do is create a more comprehensive plan where we can feel safe and secure that we are getting the best value for our leads, that we're getting the right lead volume consistently, and that we are getting the right quality of the leads. And that is what we're going to cover today.
Love to do that.
So the strategy and the formula I'm going to share with you today is what I have come up with as the simplest way to distill down a kind of complicated process. And as I've looked at the thousands of business owners that I've worked with, spoken to, coached, trained, and I pull out the top success stories, they have all followed this formula and followed it perfectly. So if you stick with me until the end, you're going to have this success formula, but also I'm going to share with you specifically the 3 places that I see the biggest opportunity for low-cost, high-performing leads right now. All right, if you have been following my channel, then you have probably heard me in the last month or so talking about this concept of PPPEC. This is a new acronym that I came up with because I noticed that so many of my clients tend to get confused in the mix of all of the different marketing opportunities. They get a little bit of shiny marketing object syndrome, where they want to chase the next idea and the next idea. And pretty soon they're just spread too thin and they're kind of all over the place. So in this video, we're going to take this concept and we're going to go deep into each of these 5 areas of your business, show you what all of the opportunities are there, and help you figure out what you want your balance to look like. I want you to consider, like, you have 5 different knobs and you're trying to set the right parameters for each one of your knobs to create the perfect formula for your business growth. So here's what the 5 knobs are. You have one that is prospecting, one that is profitable partnerships, one that is platform, one that is events, and one that is community. So let's take each knob at a time and we can decide what we're going to do under it, but also how much of our overall marketing energy, money, and time is going to go into that specific area. The first is prospecting. Now, prospecting is a tried and true age-old process, which is you are looking for your ideal clients, you're building relationships with them, and you're just opening up and taking a cold prospect and trying to turn them into a warm lead. This is not new, but what is new is there are some really cool, effective tools for how to do this. 3 that I think are awesome. Number 1 is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. LinkedIn lets you search their entire database according to really specific information to find exactly who you want to connect with. So that is an awesome software. Connected is a really cool software that works with LinkedIn Sales Navigator to help you be more effective in your reach outs to the people that you find through Sales Navigator. A FLOWCHAT, if you're like, I don't know, Amy, if my people are really on LinkedIn, they're maybe on Instagram more, or maybe they're on Twitter, maybe they're on Facebook. FlowChat is a really cool software that allows you to be able to find people more easily on the different social media networks, and then also to streamline your conversation so you can track where you're at with all of those conversations. When you're looking at prospecting, we no longer need to dial down through the phone book. We no longer need to go and knock doors. We really can use cool software and cool tools to help us be able to reach out to more people. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, okay, I'm going to do some prospecting, but I don't necessarily want to do one-to-one sales all of the time. Great. Let's use prospecting to find our next people, which are our profitable partners. And so maybe you say, I'm going to turn prospecting down and I'm not going to use it a ton. Or maybe you're like, yeah, if I could just have a more easy way to find my people and a really good messaging plan for how to engage them, then I would do that all day long. You could turn that one up to you.
Wow.
So let's look at the next one, which is our profitable partnerships. I want you to create a dream list of your ideal partners who could open up $100,000 in new business for you. They are out there, and business is easier and it grows faster if we collaborate with those people who can open up doors and send lots of good people our way. So what types of partnerships are out there? You could find a joint venture partner where maybe you're looking for people. This is something I've always done, looking for people to speak on our events, to do joint venture webinars together, but basically a collaboration where we're going to come together and we're going to do something more effective than what we could do on our own. You might be looking for affiliates, people who are going to promote you and then they get paid and compensated when their audience signs up for your services. You might want to partner up with associations or people who are on the boards of associations that can introduce you into all of their chapter members. I don't know exactly what your dream partnership looks like, but I promise that there is one out there that could make your life so much easier. Imagine if you had 10 really solid referral partners who consistently sent people your way. That would make a huge impact. Now, building your platform is where this can get a little bit complicated because there's so many different platforms. Like you could be on TikTok, you could be on Instagram, you could be on CLUBHOUSE, you could be blogging, you could be submitting articles for publication in other places and doing PR. You could be writing and publishing books. You could be on YouTube. You could be hosting a podcast. You could be speaking at other people's events and on other people's stages. There's literally so many ways to build your platform. And one of the things that I see happening right now that I'm just going to call out, I think this is a problem. Too many small business owners today are trying to get all of their leads through building their platform. Here's why I don't love this. It takes a long time to build your platform. A platform is something that is established and grown over years. You're maybe going to make it big and like break through and be the next internet sensation. And maybe it's going to take time for your stuff to take off. While you're building your platform, you've got 4 other ways that you can be bringing in leads and making sales. So I want you to be strategic with your platform, but not totally depend on it. The other reason why I'm concerned about this is it's so time consuming. I see people spend all their time, all their energy and money in this one area of building their platform, and then they still don't have enough leads to grow their business. We don't want that to happen for you. So we've got to spread it out a little bit.
Not at all.
If this is helpful, I would love for you to like the video so that more people can see it. And then also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. So how are you going to utilize events? Events is the next thing. There's a lot of different options here as well. You could be hosting your own events live or online. You could be joining like expos, industry-specific expos and conferences as a vendor. You could be applying to speak at events. You can sponsor events. You can attend events and just simply network and create a lot of connections there. But I'm telling you, you need to get out and in front of people. So if all of your marketing is you like being behind a desk and not engaging with other people, adding a little bit of connection and interface and engagement will make a big difference. And this is sometimes where you find those profitable partnerships is through the connections that you meet at events. So you want to be at the right events. Now, some of you might be like, yeah, I'll do, like I do an online conference once a quarter. I do an online workshop every month. So events has turned up pretty high for me. This is where we spend a lot of our energy. I also love speaking at other people's events. And for you, it might be like, I want to attend one really specific conference every single year in my space. So you might turn events down. Again, every business is going to have their unique balance of where all of those knobs fit.
Like that.
Okay, the last thing is building community. We want to be involved in our community, and we want to be supporting our community, and we want people to feel like they have a community with us. So a couple things that go into your community building. Number one, when a new lead comes in, do you have a good indoctrination sequence? Do you have a good way for them to really get to know who you are, what you're about, and feel like, yeah, this is a community that I want to be a part of? Do you have strong lead nurture? Do you create connections between your followers so that they're getting value from each other, or is everything coming straight from you? Do you have a Facebook group? Are you holding networking events or meetups where people can kind of get more than just everything going through you? They can actually create value for each other and get value from each other. All of those things that you do to build and support your community is going to help you create more loyalty. When your people are loyal and trust is high, they will refer more people to you. They'll invite you to speak in front of their events and their audiences. They will stay longer. They will spend more. All of those things will help make a big difference in your business. If you are excited about getting your marketing on track, I want you to go ahead and watch the next video. It is a 15-minute masterclass on how to fix the 5 biggest problems in your marketing. It's going to do some pretty specific things for you, like helping you to understand exactly how many leads you need to hit your sales goals every month, and really knowing how to put together a successful marketing campaign from start to finish that is guaranteed to generate sales. So go check it out.